I entered this trade and walked away from my charts and only risked maybe about $15, somewhere around that, whatever. No, it'd be $12.50 because I risked about 10 ticks on this trade. I just moved my stop loss out of the way for this video. Walked away from my chart and my trade evade logged me out. I don't know if that ever happens to anybody, but it happens to me kind of often where it just like logs me out. I come back and it's like, hello. So still in the trade. That's what I do love TradingView for that reason, because it runs on their servers, but still in the trade. So I just logged back in, but I've been recording this whole trade, and I would show you what was before what I'm talking about now, but it's just a big like login screen covering the whole trade. So why am I recording this trade, and why do I want to show it to you? First off, you know how the Maverick indicators would keep you on the right side of the tracks and profitable. But you know, I've been doing these series of videos where I've been showing you guys trade copying, and it just drives me nuts seeing people blow funded accounts or even evals, you know, on one trade, on two trades. And it's like, how are you doing this? I would encourage everybody that's watching this, if you're not a profitable trader yet, start trading with one micro. And if you have the right setup on your chart, if you're risking just a small amount, you know, ES, 10 ticks, 12 ticks. Those of you who like to trade NQ, good luck with that. I mean, you know, one bar can go 40, 60 ticks in a heartbeat. So if you're, you know, getting frustrated trading and you're trading NQ, I would highly suggest you look at something like MES, like ES, but micros. I want to show you this. We're trade copying to 5 other accounts, and maybe by this time I already posted our first trade of trading multiple accounts from today. Today's a Friday, so we are, you know, we're coming into lunchtime at a Friday, and you can see we got a bunch of resistance levels that we're hitting up here by the Maverick zones. Auto draws your support and resistance levels, then gives you this score. The score means a lot more when you're talking a Friday or a lunchtime, right? We like an 80 plus or greater score of holding, but really, when you're on a Friday and it's lunchtime, man, anything over 50%, I'm giving a good amount of validation to. So we might get hung up right here on these zones. You got 2 zones in a row, and you got a 70% chance of holding and a 60% chance of holding. So we'll see, because it's Friday at lunchtime, but I'm only in one micro. So I want to put this in perspective for you. We're making $1.25 per tick, $1.20. And a lot of people go, what's the point of getting into a trade that only makes $1.25 a tick? Well, the point is that I'm using prop accounts, and I could lose on 10 ticks. That's $12.50 you're risking, right? Per contract, okay? Per account. So we're only in one contract. How many times can you lose $12.50 and not blow a $50,000 prop firm account? I'm going to tell a lot of times. I don't know what the math is, but a crap ton of times. We are in just one micro, risked about, I don't know, 10, 12 ticks top. So about, you know, $12 to $15. And we are up $120 plus, $128 at this call. I don't want to jinx myself, but $120 we're up per account across 6 accounts. So what is that? Okay, that's over $700 that we're up right now. $700, and we risked $12, $15 per account. So just like put that into perspective. How many times can you lose $15 per funded account and not blow the account? and then just wait for that beautiful runner. Now, maybe you scalp and all that stuff, which is great if you're just looking for 4, 5, 7 ticks or whatever it is. This is just one type of trading style. But why are we in this trade? Let me walk you through this, because we're a software company. We do not teach trading, not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm just telling you what I'm doing here and what helped me when I was, blowing up prop firm account on one trade and going, wait, why am I risking like $1,500 on one trade? If I'm wrong, like I don't have much leverage. Once I went to micros, it changed so many things for me. And you guys will see, I'll get into 20, 30 micros and scale out instead of getting into 2 to 3 minis. So, all right, why are we in this trade? Sorry to get on my soapbox here, but like, it's just trading. If everybody was amazing at trading overnight, the opportunity for us to make all this money in trading would go away. It's a skill. And you gotta practice and you gotta learn the skill. We're a software company that makes amazing indicators to help you kind of speed up that process, get edge on your chart, get clarity on your chart, okay? And this is crazy clarity. Look, I got the 30-minute opening range breakout, okay? We've been looking at the 5-minute, but man, on Fridays, it can be tough. Like you get sideways action on a Friday. I'm not subscribing to the 5-minute orb strategy on a Friday when you're getting sideways action and you got a lot of downside data, but this video isn't about the opening range breakout, but you did finally get beautiful signals here. Buy signal from the Maverick signals. You got a bunch of orb breaking from the Maverick orb signal. I mean, guys, we have some amazing tools for you for your charts. But why are we in this trade? Okay, why are we in this trade? Hold on, let me get rid of my drawing here. Why are we in this trade? Well, first things first, you got a green background. The bulls are in control. The Maverick AI Pro colors your background. It also colors your candles. And we have bright green candles. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. Bright green. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Instead of just using red and green candles like most folks are, it just tell you price and direction. The Maverick AI Pro tells you what's going on underneath the hood. We have a formula that we have come up with that crunches the data underneath the hood to decide the severity of the buying and the selling. And the formula is probably a mile long. I'm being exaggerating. But it's a complex formula that's showing you paint by numbers. It's coloring your candles to let you know the severity of the data underneath the hood. So instead of just having green and red candles, you have bright green candles, which is your strongest upside data candle. Red and pink, which is your strongest downside data candle. Gray just means indecision or reversal. So we don't get into gray candles, okay? Maverick Multi-X, all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. So imagine being in the room with 5 other traders that all have a completely different style. And they're voting across 6 time frames. We do a lot of traveling and I can't have 6 charts on my 14-inch monitor. I just can't. Like there's just not enough real estate. And plus, I'm just not that good to look at 6 charts and decide on every single chart and then trade a completely different chart. It's insane. It looks cool on like an Instagram video, but like, of some trading guru, but like I can't do that. So the Maverick Multi-X, upper right-hand corner, 5 traders, T1 through T5, they're algorithms, but they're traders. Think of them as traders. They're all voting every single tick if they're bullish or if they're bearish across 6 time frames, and you can change the time frames. But how powerful would it be if instantly I put you in the room with 5 other traders and all 5 traders had a completely different style, and before you take your trade, you could say, hey, are we all bullish on the 1 minute? And they all go, yeah, we're all bullish on the 1 minute. Okay, are we all bullish on the 2 minute? Yeah. How about the 5 minute? How about the 15 minute? How about the 1 hour? And when everybody agrees, that's stacking probability in our favor, okay? Maverick guide, we love to go short when price is below the blue line and long when price is above the blue line. And really up here, this is the Maverick zones, okay? The Maverick zones is coming out in the next probably week to 10 days. And the Maverick zone, sorry, that's my dog having this sneezing fit back here. The Maverick zones is coming out the next 7 to 10 days or so. We're finalizing live testing. Some of you guys, we actually asked to do some beta testing. So we had some real world trading. My dog is just like, I don't know what's going on here. Real world trading. So it's been fantastic to get their feedback as well. The Maverick zones auto draws your support and resistance levels. Auto draws it. So, and it auto draws consolidation zones. It auto draws support and resistance. And then when you get close to it, these zones, it gives you a score. Okay. And really outside of right now, we're Friday at lunchtime. Okay. I know so many profitable traders that haven't traded a Friday in years because volume's low. There's so much stuff going on Friday. Like Wall Street likes to pack it up, especially once you get into the summer. I mean, a lot of these guys are packing up their bags at 11 o'clock on a Friday and heading up to the Hamptons, right? So you got to be careful on Fridays. Right now it's lunchtime, Eastern time. My charts are always Eastern time on a Friday. So we have a 75% chance of holding this level. I always tell you guys, normally 80% chance or higher, man, that's stone cold. That can be like a brick wall. But right now it's lunchtime on a Friday. Anything over 70%, pretty high. So I don't know if we're gonna break this level. I'm just gonna keep watching it. But if you do want to sign up and get notified when the Maverick Zones comes out, again, it auto draws all your support and resistance levels, scores those levels as you get closer to them to let you know the probability. We call it a probability score. What's the probability of us breaking this zone? It's a game changer. Unbelievable. I'll put a link in the description if you want to sign up, and you'll just get an email when we release it. If you are a lifetime member of either the Maverick AI Pro bundle or the Ultimate Edge bundle, you're going to get early access to the Maverick Zones, and you're going to get a crazy discount. So you're going to want to sign up in the link below to get notified. And if you're not a lifetime member of any one of our bundles, which just means you make a one-time payment. You don't have to pay every single month. You only make a one-time payment. It's yours to keep. And we give you a license for NinjaTrader and TradingView. I would get on it, especially if you want early access to the Maverick Zones and the crazy discount we're going to give folks that are already a member. So anyway, listen, I want you to understand how insane this trade is right now. We are in one micro. We risked about $12 to $15 per account, per prop account, $12 to $15. Okay, and we're up about $120 per account. Okay, this is low risk, high reward, and then we compound the accounts. So like now I'm not in any danger of blowing any of these accounts. And man, we're stacking up over $700 on one micro. That's insane. So listen, and we have clear vision on our charts. This chart doesn't get any clearer on a Friday. Sorry, it just doesn't. Bring me a clearer chart. I will absolutely look at it. There'll always be some wise person on YouTube that, anyway. So, but yeah, this is what clear vision looks like. Tiny risk, massive reward. Pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to keep watching this level. We still have green candles, which is our strongest upside data candle. So, but I bet we're just going to kind of bebop around this level for a little bit. If we do, I'll just close it out and just, man, take the $700 plus trade. Or $760 or whatever this is adding up to, and close it out. Because again, it is Friday at lunchtime. We are up against a pretty respectable zone here drawn by the Maverick zones that it detected. And it only draws your highest probability zones, by the way, too, which is really cool. Because a lot of times you'll think, oh, I'm coming up to a zone, I'm coming up to a level. And there's just not high probability there per the data and the formula. So it doesn't even draw it. And you just blow right through it. And you're like, oh, I thought there was a zone there. It didn't even draw it. So that's what's cool, too, is that it's actually doing a lot of probability work in the background. Man, 2026, what a time to be alive, right? All right, so listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want some edge in the market, if you don't have edge now, let's get you some edge, right? Not financial advice, do your own research. I'm just showing you, just trying to help some of you guys, okay? Just trying to help some of you guys that are blowing prop accounts, blowing funded accounts, putting all your eggs into one trade or two trades or even three trades. It's like, man, if you want clear vision on your charts, come check us out. We are making some of the best tools out there. I firmly believe that, okay? And we give you a full library on teaching you how to use each one and all that stuff. We got you covered, okay? But again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. But man, oh man, let's go. And by the way, it's Friday, so I do just want to wrap up with saying, because I probably won't take another trade after this. We've done very well today. Congrats to any of our members. I don't want to leave any names out. I hate doing that because then I always leave somebody out. But passing more evals, getting payouts, they're just, everybody's on their own journey. But it's just so cool to see. My favorite part of the day, getting the emails from you guys, just absolutely crushing it. All right. So listen, come check us out. If you want the Maverick Zones indicator, sign up to get notified when we do early access for all our members and a crazy discount. That auto draws your zones and your levels and gives you a probability scoring as you come up to it. Link will be in the description. And then if you're not part of the Maverick family, what are you waiting for? Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.